Hi, my name is Emily and this is my first video, so we'll see how it goes. This is just going to be a get ready with me / get to know me. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. Put it all over my face. Rub it in. Alrighty. Then I go into my e.l.f. Flawless Face Primer, or not primer, foundation. It's one of my favorite foundations, honestly. So I just put actually a good amount on my hand. I probably don't need that much, but hey, what the heck. And then I have a damp Real Techniques sponge. I'm just going to dab a little bit onto the sponge and then put it into my face. And I like to work in sections. So I'll get under the eyes, up to the hairline, just kind of dabbing. I don't really rub, I just dab. I try to get really good around the nose because that's where I have a lot of redness. Underneath the nose, around my lips, and then down my neck. I get a lot of like dry spots around behind my ear, so I just kind of hide that and put it up there too. Go back in for a little bit more, go to the other side. So this is my first vlog or video, and it's kind of scary. I kind of hate talking to the camera. I get really nervous and say stupid stuff and lose my train of thought really easily. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to start this, so we'll see where it goes. If it doesn't go anywhere, hey, as long as I'm having fun doing it, right? I had the idea to start doing videos about a year ago. And I've been thinking about it ever since, but never really did it. But I was a teacher for a few years, and my husband and I found out about a year ago, almost exactly, that we were expecting. And so we moved away from where we were living for about 4 years and moved back home close to Nashville where his family and my family both reside. So we're about 15 minutes from both sets of parents, and it's so nice having an itty bitty baby to be close to family. So I was checking to see where I need foundation, kind of taking it around the neck, using up that last bit. So yeah, we have a 4-month-old now, and he's really cute. His name is Joseph Alexander, and we call him Alexander. Joseph is a family name on both sides, so that was kind of a no-brainer. And then we're really dorky, and we named him Alexander because about 2 years ago we were snowed in, and we were both playing The Sims on 2 different computers, and we looked at each other's families, and we both had a kid named Alexander, and so we were like, well, I guess if we ever have a son, like, his name's gonna be Alexander. So that's how we got that name. It's kind of creepy. I'm now taking just the e.l.f. concealer and taking it around my under eye. The one thing I don't like about this concealer is there's not many color shades. That's not very light. So like a lot of people will put concealer down their under eye just to kind of hide their dark circles and also kind of illuminate and kind of use it as a highlighter. This honestly isn't light enough to really use as a highlighter, so I'm just using it to conceal my very tired eyes. And then I take it around my nose because that's where a lot of redness is. And then I've had like this acne going on, postpartum skin problems. I've had this acne going on under my chin for like 3 weeks now. So it's almost gone, but there's a little bit of redness right there, so I'm just gonna tab that in. And I like that the drying time on this, it doesn't dry too fast, so I can actually put it where I need to and then go in to buff it out. So that's nice. So I kind of do the big stuff first. Underneath the nose, chin. Might have put a little too much on my chin, but that's okay. And then I'll take the pointed end of my Real Techniques sponge and I'll kind of get those smaller spots. I've thought about getting those smaller sponges, but this one seems to work pretty well, and why waste my money on something that I don't really need? That's kind of, I'm now a stay-at-home mom, so I'm kind of trying to find ways to not spend so much because it's interesting going from 2 incomes to 1. Alright, so the concealer is all blended in, and now I'm just going to go set it with my finishing powder from e.l.f. And this is from the Beautifully Bare line. So I take the sponge that's underneath that came with the compact I just kind of rub it in, and then I set my under eyes with it. I am not a makeup artist. I just have started really enjoying makeup. When I switched to Bare Minerals, it kind of introduced me to high-end stuff. I always liked eyeshadows and stuff, but I always just went to the drugstore because that's all I knew back then. And so the Bare Minerals kind of got me addicted, and then I started trying other stuff, and I'm addicted. So I'm not a makeup artist, but I watch a lot of YouTube. Like, my husband makes fun of me for how much YouTube I watch. So I'm just setting where I put the concealer and where I get oily, which I have dry to normal skin, but at the end of the day I'll start getting oily kind of in my T-zone between my eyebrows. Under my eyes will start to break down, so that's kind of where I like heavily set it. And then I go in with my e.l.f. Kabuki brush and rub it in and swirl it on my face. It makes me feel good. I don't really need the extra powder because, like I said, I don't have oily skin, but it feels good, and I feel like it helps me blend the bronzer and the blush and all that a little bit easier. Alright, so there's that. Next, I'm going to go in with eyeshadow primer. I used to use the Urban Decay primer, but this is like $21, and after watching Emily Noel, she raves about the Milani, and this is like $8, I think. I don't know. I will link everything below. But this is just as good as the Urban Decay, if not better. The Urban Decay, I started using it again this past week, and it's kind of tacky. This is not. Like, I really like it. I put just a little bit on my finger, tap them together, and then just kind of spread it out. So being a stay-at-home mom has been kind of interesting. I really like it, but I feel like guilty. I feel like I am not doing what I like enough, which is kind of crazy because I'm, first of all, taking care of a baby, and that is 24/7. And then, you know, our house stays clean, and occasionally there's dinner on the table. So, okay, so I have put the Milani eyeshadow primer on my eyes. So, next is blush, highlight, bronzer. I just recently picked this up. It's from the Beautifully Bare line from e.l.f. as well. So I like this brush from e.l.f. So first I'll go into the bronzer. I'll just kind of sweep it across, and then, you know, put this on my cheek. And I just do a very light contour because honestly I am still messing with contour, and I have yet to get super comfortable with it, so I don't want to go to a grocery store looking crazy like I got dirt just across my face. And I think my son is waking up, so this might have to go quick. And then kind of get the face, bronze it up, get under the chin because, you know, new mom, got some double chin going on. And back under the chin, and just light. And then I'll take the same brush and I'll go into the blush. I'm wearing a dark color, so I'm just going to go light on the blush. I don't know if that's really what you're supposed to do, but that's what I do. And I just put it on top of, well, not on top, but above my contour. Just give some life to my cheeks. And then I'll take the e.l.f. small taper brush, and I'll go into the highlight and just dab it in, pat, 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 and put it above the blush. On top of my nose and above my blush here. And I'll do that just maybe like twice just to make myself feel good. And then sometimes I'll take a little bit above my lip, but sometimes I don't. And so that's it for face. I don't go crazy. Next is my favorite part. It's the eyes. I'm actually going to use a palette that I don't use a whole lot. It's the Bare Minerals Wish List palette, something like that. I got it a few weeks before Christmas, and I like that it's like super neutral. Like, you've got some pinky tones, some definitely like neutral browns, some good chocolate browns, and then I really like this shimmery purple color, which actually came in a palette that I just regifted to my mom. Not regifted, it was used, and I told her that. That was like a Christmas edition about 2 years ago, so, and I was excited to see that color in here since I gave it to my mom, because I wasn't a huge fan of that palette, but this one I like. I'm gonna go with the Come True. It's just a nice neutral, like, it's kind of pinky but not like over the top. And just put that in my crease. And I also like that this has a big, sorry to blind you. I like that this has a big mirror, so like when I'm making this video I can kind of use this mirror instead of the one next to me where it looks weird that I'm like not looking at you. So we're gonna put that as my transition shade. So eyes are my favorite thing to do. I will go to town on the eyes all day long and then like not put anything else on my face. Pretty much. My hair is a hot mess today, so ignore that. Alright. So, and this is like an old Target brand brush. I'm pretty sure it was before they like adopted Up and Up as their name. But I love this brush. It was like one of my first real makeup brushes that did not cut, like it wasn't one of those sponge tip applicators. It came with a palette, like my first real brush. So I'm going to set that aside because I go back to this brush all the time. Actually, I'm just put that on top of the palette. Next I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush. And it's just a typical flat top. I have a few of these. They're really nice. I'm going to go in with the, ooh, okay, drop that brush. The gold leaf color. I like gold on the lid. I think it looks really good. And it's, I used to think that if you put gold on your lid, like you'd be looking crazy. And I did it one day last year when I was going to school and I was like, okay, I can see why like gold comes in almost every eyeshadow palette. It's a nice color. So I just like pat that in. This palette's not like a mega pigmented, but it's just enough. Especially if you're just going to the grocery store like I am today. It works. So, I'm doing that. Do the other side because you can't just do one eyeball. You got two. So yeah, so I'm a single, not single. I'm not a single mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Sorry. I'm a stay-at-home mom. My son is 4 months old. He's like super precious. He is 4 months. Like they just start doing so much. Like for the longest time it was like, you know, just a newborn and he just kind of like laid there and you know, we did tummy time and he just screamed the whole time but just kind of like laid there. And now he's like pushing up. He's he still does not like tummy time. We're still trying to get him to roll over consistently. He started rolling over at 5 weeks, but it was never been consistent. And so we're still kind of working on that. Let me pick up my transitional shade brush. I'm going to go back a little bit into the transition color Come True. And put that back into my crease just to kind of help blend. You probably don't need to dip back into the product, but I do because heck, I like eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to do my highlight. I usually just take this e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. It's just got that wedge shape and it's flat. And I'm going to go into the shade Chance. It's pretty matte, but it does look like there might be a few sparkles, but if I remember right, those sparkles do not transfer onto your lid very well, which I like because I think you need like a highlight that is matte in every palette. So I just have it on my brush and I'm going to go under my brow, which reminds me that I need to brush out my brows. I have not filled them in lately. I have bushy brows and I don't feel the need to really fill them in unless I'm getting crazy. But like I said, we're just going to the grocery store. So, and then put it in the inner corner, kind of dab it around. So yeah, back to a 4-month-old. They're a lot of fun, and he's like started talking and, you know, like not actual words, but just gabbering all the time. I don't even know if gabbering is a word, but hey, I'm using it. Next I'm going to go back in with my transitional brush and just kind of blend, 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 blend. Next I'm using, it came in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm just using that brush. I really like the brush. It's got a flat top end and then this crazy like and that kind of, the bristles go everywhere. And when I got this brush, I was like, that is a stupidish brush. It's not going to do anything. It looks like e.l.f. can make better brushes than this. I actually really like this part. So, I'm going to go in, let's see, I'm going to get a little crazy. And I'm going to use that stiletto shade that I was talking about. I don't know if you can see that. It's that purpley shade that I really like. I'm just going to tap my brush into it. And then I'm putting it on the outer part of my lid. And my son is waking up, so I should probably go check on him. Alright, so Alexander and I are back, and he's gonna do some tummy time. Well, hopefully I finish my makeup, but we'll see. Okay, so where I left you off, I started to do my right eye. I'm going to finish it up. I was using the stiletto shade with the crease brush part of the eye Nostalgia Beverly Hills brush. Go back to the outer corner. I'm just patting it in, kind of bringing it up into the crease, and kind of blending it towards the lid. So that's good enough. Going back into that shade and now doing my left eye. Outer part, and just remember wherever you first lay your brush, that's where you're going to get the most shadow. So you would want that closer to the crease part, the outer crease part. And you can always bring it in. And I do like this eyeshadow because it's really easy to blend. So like I'm doing kind of a fast look today because we don't got time. We got like a baby. He's like a ticking time bomb. And just bring it in. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with my transitional shade crease brush and just kind of blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. So my eyes probably are not even, but heck, I've got a baby who's about to start crying. And we gotta do what we gotta do. And I feel like there's something in my eye. Don't you hate that? Always. And then just move my contact around. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna go back into the transitional shade I was using, the Come True. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you. Like I said, I'm just new to this and I'm still trying to figure out the camera, figure out what I'm going to say because I get really nervous. And yeah, so going back into Come True, putting it back, and I'm kind of blending upwards to kind of blend out that stiletto because I kind of went a little heavy on that stiletto color, but heck, it's called stiletto for a reason, right? So just doing that both sides. And then I'm going to go back to my eyeshadow brush that I was using. I'm going to go back into the, gold leaf color, tap into it. And I'm going to put a little bit more on the lid because it's not as dark there as I would like. So, and of course when you're using a big mirror like this, you see all of these loose hairs that you have, or not loose hairs, but like eyebrow hairs that are not where they need to be. So, I've been using Revlon tweezers. Are kind of expensive. I think I had a Cartwheel on Target for them, and so I picked up two. And I like them. Oh, that's gonna make my eyes water. I probably should have done this sooner, but it happens. That's good enough. Okay. I'm going to comb out my eyebrows. I'm using the Son Nakasha number 127. I was combing out my brows. That's where it was. Whew. Mommy brain is like a real thing. And my husband sent me an article that basically says that the compartments of your brain, some of them will like shut down so you can like better like, forget exactly what was said, but better relate to your child. So, alright. Now I have like a smaller eyeshadow brush. This is again from like the Target brand line before it was Up and Up. I'm going back into the gold leaf shade. I'm going to go underneath and just go about 2/3 of the way. Do that on this side. I kind of start outward and go in because again, I would rather have more pigment on the outside of my eye than on the inside. So, did not really follow that rule on the right eye, but hey, it turned out fine, whatevs. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in the stiletto color, the dark plummy purple, and go on the outside of my bottom lash line and then kind of up to meet it towards the shade up top, the stiletto shade. So this is kind of like the traditional eye look that I usually do. I don't get too crazy. It's just like, this is the same format I use. I just change up the shades. I do need to start experimenting. I do want to do where it's like dark on the inside and the outside and then a light color. Because I've got big eyes, so I feel like that would kind of make them even bigger, kind of more awesome, but you know, he's talking. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do for eyeshadow because like I said, ticking time bomb back here. So eyebrows are brushed, eyeshadow's on. Next I'm going to curl my lashes. This was just like a freebie from the Clinique gift bag. And curl, curl, curl. Other side. Curl, curl, curl. next I'm going to use my favorite mascara. It is super high-end, not. It is Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I really like it. Like, I've got some sample sizes of like the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and it's okay, but it is not compared to this Maybelline stuff. And this stuff is like $5 or $6. Like, why not? I don't do false lashes. Ain't nobody got the time. So, just do the upper lash. That bottle's almost ready, buddy. So, he's pretty cute though. So I'm gonna have to like step out of frame and get closer to this mirror because I'm about to make a mess up on my eyeshadow. Alright, so I'm pretty much done. Something I forgot that I usually do before I put on my mascara, because it normally makes my mascara run, is I will put the Makeup Mist and Set. I'm not a huge fan of this, to be honest. I think they have one similar in the Hard Candy brand, and there might be another one, drugstore line, that I'm going to try. When it comes to this kind of stuff, I just do drugstore because this is not a necessity in my opinion. It just kind of makes you feel good. So I don't really like this one because like the old bottle, it sprayed like chunks of water at you. This one, it kind of sprays it so out that I like cannot find the mist. So I'm just gonna kind of find the mist. It's like I don't feel like any is actually touching my face. I think it like sprays out like more of like the left side. Anyways, whew, there's that. And then before I forget, for lips, again, the Beautifully Bare line. This is the satin lipstick. It comes in 4 shades. I have the Touch of Berry, and then I have the Touch of Pink, I think is what it is. They usually have the Touch of Nude, which I might try, but it seems a little too brown for me. And then I can never find the Touch of Blush. I ordered it through the Ulta website, and they sent me another Touch of Berry. So that is like the mystery shade that I can't find. I got some of that mist stuff in my mouth. That was gross. So I like this because it's very sheer. Like I said, I'm going to the grocery store. I don't want to look crazy. Like this is, I got my teeth. This is as much as I need for going to the grocery store. So I really like it. It just feels really good. It's really soft. It glides on really well. And if I could just find that touch of blush shade, because it's kind of like a reddish, and I love red lipsticks, I would love to find it, but I can't. So yeah, so that's it for the Get Ready with me. Like, this is basically what I do every day. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. My goal is to start talking about things like babies, read cloth diapers, something about doing some videos on cloth diapering. What else? Lots of makeup stuff, because like I'm a nut for makeup. Like, for instance, like, let me show you my eyeshadows. I love eyeshadow palettes. Like, I can't get enough of eyeshadow palettes. And then I have like a drawer of Too Faced ones, and I have a drawer of Bare Mineral ones, plus like this freebie from Urban Decay that I got. And then all this is just like foundation and, let's see, primers. Oh, some more Bare Mineral palettes. I should probably put those with the other ones. I just recently gave my mom some makeup, and so like I have more room now for more makeup. I'm sure my husband will love that. Not, because that means I'll probably buy more. And then my whole e.l.f. drawer, which is now too small for all my e.l.f. products. All that. Anyways, I can give you a tour later of my makeup room if you want. It's also our UT guest room, because we are big Tennessee Vols fans, even though this past season, football-wise, was but hey, what you gonna do? Like, we're not bandwagon fans, we just like some Tennessee football, so we're gonna stick with the team. Anyways, he's talking, he's ready to eat. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.